Iron Man's iconic line, "I am Iron Man," is a crucial element of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and deserves closer examination. The line is only uttered 4 times throughout the entirety of the MCU, making it a rare and impactful moment each time it's spoken. This stands in stark contrast to the catchphrases and one-liners often employed by superheroes in previous decades or comics. One reason the line is significant is that it challenges the trope of the secret identity. Iron Man, Tony Stark, does not have a secret identity. This is evident in the first time he says the line, which is at the end of Iron Man 1, when he reveals his identity to the press. Everyone wants to know, and he says, "Yes, I am Iron Man." This subverts the traditional idea of a hero having a separate identity from their everyday persona. Instead, Iron Man and Tony Stark are one and the same. Another reason the line is important is that it represents Iron Man's hero's arc as the character who will make the ultimate sacrifice play. When we first see Tony Stark, he is a narcissist, he is a weapons manufacturer, he is a playboy, and this haunts him throughout his hero's journey. At one point, this comes to a head with Captain America. Captain America says something like, "Take away that suit of armor, and what are you?" His response is, "Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist." And to that, Captain America responds, "You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play, to lay down on the wire and let the other guy crawl over you." Now, this is reminiscent not only of Captain America's storyline, where we see when he's first becoming Captain America in the boot camp training, he throws himself on a grenade, thinking it's a live grenade, to save his compatriots. But this also ends up foreshadowing what Iron Man does throughout the MCU. In the Avengers movie, Iron Man is the one who takes the nuclear rocket into the wormhole out into space. In Age of Ultron, Iron Man and Thor are the one together who team up, and Iron Man is really the one who might die trying to destroy the comet, the city of Wachovia, breaking it up into pieces so it doesn't destroy the Earth. In Iron Man 3, Iron Man gives his suit of armor to Pepper Potts to save her. And of course, at the end of Endgame, Iron Man is the one who snaps his fingers, making the ultimate sacrifice to protect the universe. So throughout the MCU, Iron Man is the hero by sacrificing himself. And this line is important because it represents the line, "I am Iron Man," represents that hero's arc as the character who will make that ultimate sacrifice play. The reason why this sticks out is because no one thinks that Tony Stark will make the sacrifice play. But Tony Stark is Iron Man, and Iron Man will. That's why that line is important. I am Iron Man. Next, Iron Man's role as a modern-day Hephaestus, the Greek god of blacksmithing and metallurgy, is another reason why I think this line is so significant. Iron Man's suit is made of iron, not really, but let's run with it. And his character is defined by his technological genius, and this aligns with the mythological figure of Hephaestus. We've actually done a whole video on different MCU characters and what Greek gods or myths they kind of seem like, and Iron Man is definitely Hephaestus, who was known for his skill in crafting and metallurgy. So, the extent that Marvel superheroes are like modern Greek myths or gods, then the line, "I am Iron Man," can be interpreted as a declaration of godlike power and skill. I am Iron Man is like, I am Hephaestus, I am the god of iron, I am the man of iron. Finally, the line's dramatic effect cannot be overstated. With only 4 instances of the line throughout the entire MCU, it carries weight and significance that is unmatched by any other superhero catchphrase. The first time it is spoken, it puts a cap on the first Iron Man movie. That launches the larger arc of Tony Stark's story, and it also, again, finalizes that first movie. And the last time it is spoken, at an Endgame, it represents a victorious moment for Iron Man over the mad titan Thanos, even though he ultimately sacrificed his life. Now, it's also worth noting that the MCU doesn't have that many catchphrases overall. You could say they kind of shy away from them. There's really only a few. There is, "I am Iron Man," which is said 4 times. Most notably, again, it is said in all 3 Iron Man movies at the end of the first one. In the second movie, it is said during the Senate hearing where Iron Man is declaring himself to be the owner of the technology. And again, this also puts a highlight on "I am Iron Man," because you actually have many Iron Man suits, right? It goes up to like Mark 62 or something like that. But the suits are not Iron Man. I am Iron Man. It's not the technology. It is the combination of technology and Tony Stark that is Iron Man. You can't just take the suit. And this is also why when Rhodey has a suit, he's not Iron Man, right? He's War Machine. He's a different thing. I am Iron Man because Tony Stark, plus this technology, am Iron Man. But going back to this idea that the MCU doesn't have many catchphrases, so it said then in those two, and it's also said at the conclusion of Iron Man 3, where Tony Stark says, to summarize the movie, he says something like, you can take away everything I've got. You can take away my home. You can take away my tricks and toys. One thing you can't take away, I am Iron Man. The only other real catchphrases might be, of course, when Captain America says, Avengers Assemble. That's probably the only other significant one. The other two are kind of catchphrases. You could say Hulk Smash. That is said a few times, Hulk Smash. And that is very kind of like, a calling out of the Hulk. And the other one, it might be Captain America's I can do this all day. That's said, I think 3 or maybe 4 times as well throughout the MCU. Some of them are more to comedic effect. I don't think they are necessarily as important or indicative of Captain America. Although, again, we did do a video about the importance of that line, I can do this all day. Anyways, hopefully this has explained why that line, I am Iron Man, is so important to the character development of Iron Man in the MCU. If you like this, only a handful of my audience are subscribers. Please click the like and subscribe so I can be motivated to do more of this. Thank you.